Do you ever wonder how Coyote makes his edits look so effortless? Well, it all transpires into two simple words: crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is the act to intentionally and anticipatorily have an alignment of one's aim throughout building, editing, and targeting sequences. Or in more simplistic terms, it's simply moving or positioning your crosshair when aiming, building, or editing. And if I want to become as good as both my idols Coyote and Peterbot, I'm gonna have to master crosshair placement in less than 3 days. So with that being said, let's start off with day number 1. Now, day 1, I went to Raiders Mechanics Training V5 map to practice my crosshair placement just like any other person would. I then stayed there for about 10 minutes straight working on my crosshair placement, and then I decided to go editing, and well, it didn't go as smoothly as what I thought. And that's when I figured out that there are 3 ways to use your crosshair placement while editing, or just using your crosshair placement in general. Now, to fully understand what I'm saying here, we have to look at 3 different types of Fortnite players. The first one is polarized. Now, polarized is arguably one of the most mechanical but arguably most smoothest Fortnite editors of all time. He's known for his incredibly smooth and flashy mechanics, but that's the key word: smooth. He uses the absolute most minimal movement whenever he's doing a singular edit. He wastes no space or time to complete a task or to execute it. For example, look at this triple edit he's about to do. First off, he doesn't even move his crosshair. He only selects 1 tile from the floor and 1 tile from the roof. And then he ever so slightly moves his crosshair to complete the triple edit by editing the wall. This is what I like to call simplistic crosshair placement. A simplistic crosshair placer is always going to go for the absolute dire strength, least amount of space possible when editing a singular wall, a singular floor, a singular roof, and a singular stair. They are dedicated constantly to make as little space as possible. Another godly Fortnite player that I want to quickly shout out is, of course, the one and only Epic Whale. With over 6 FNCS titles under his belt, finishing at 3rd place in the Fortnite World Cup, and having almost $1.85 million in total earnings, he is the best player, in my opinion, in all of NA West. And he too, like polarized, was a simplistic Fortnite crosshair player. He moved his crosshair the least amount of space as possible, just like polarized. Heck, these two guys played together in duos competitively in a certain place and time. That just goes to show just how good the simplistic crosshair placement technique truly is. And that's what I thought as well. I thought that this was the best possible way. So I stayed in creative for 2 hours straight, mastering this type of crosshair placement. And I was starting to get really good at it. But that's when it hit me. If this is how Polarized likes to edit with his crosshair placement, then how does Peterbot, the world's best player in all of Fortnite history, like to edit with his crosshair placement? And well, I figured that out in day number 2. On day number 2, I decided to spend countless hours watching and VOD reviewing Peterbot's gameplay. From video to video, from edit to edit, from clip to clip. And this is what I figured out. Peterbot uses the minimalistic crosshair placement technique. And what I mean by minimalistic is that he does crosshair placement just like every single other pro should, and how you should as well. The minimalistic style is the normal style. It's the crosshair placement that everyone should use, and everyone does use it. Now let me show you the difference with this quick demonstration. This is the simplistic style. Practically 0 movement when editing. Literally 0. Now this is the minimalistic style. As you can see, ever so slight movement, but not too much. Ever so slight movement, like a little, like if you're trying to get 2 tiles perfectly together. Did you get it? The minimalistic style always tries to reach for the 2nd tile, while the simplistic style goes for only 1 tile because it does not want to make as much movement as possible, while the minimalistic style wants to get as many tiles but at the shortest period of time possible. And let me show you some practice techniques to get these styles done as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Now obviously the first thing you can do is just go over here and work on your crosshair placement. It is as simple as day. You can just teleport after edit, you can choose teleport after edit, or also moving while platform. But for now, I'll just work on my crosshair placement. Now keep in mind, consistency over speed. Speed will come eventually after you get enough consistency done. So work on your consistency, and also make sure that your thing is inside the red circle and not outside. When you're doing these massive ones as well, make sure that you're inside the red and not outside the red. Now the other thing you can do is go to the comp section and go over here, and as you can see, go to edit training. And now this is going to get really hard, but it's probably the fastest way to improve. You go to press start, and you're over here, and as you can see, you're moving while you're editing. So you select and then you do this. select. Oh my god, this is so hard. Select, do that. Select, do that. And again, this is the fastest way to improve because your reaction speed is also going to be improved as well, not only your crosshair placement. So like this. Like this. Like this. This. And the final best way to work on your crosshair placement is, of course, peak training. And you might be wondering to yourself, critics, why peak training in general? Well, I'll show you, Sonny boy. The reason why you should use peak training is that whenever you're fighting someone, you always want to keep your crosshair on the opponent. As you can see, he's right here. Whenever you want to take the wall or free fire, you have to always take the wall. Well, he's not seeing, so I'm going to put a cone down. I'm going to keep the wall there. You have to always keep your crosshair on the opponent. So whenever you want to do a right hand peek, you can always go for right hand peek, right? Let's say you want to go from this angle. Right hand peek. Perfect. He's right here. I did not know that. You have to always keep your crosshair on the opponent. He's right here. Window edit. Keep on the opponent right there. You see that tracking? It's all crosshair placement, ladies and gentlemen. It's all crosshair placement. Tracking right here. On the opponent's head. 200. He's going to be right here. So all I want to do is bam, bam. 200. On the opponent. Track his legs. 200. Opponent's right here. As you can see, I have my crosshair on the opponent right here. I'm going to free fire. Right hand peek. Perfect. Right hand peek again. Track. As you can see through the wall. Track. And even after all those hours of putting in and working on the minimalistic style, I was still wondering to myself, how does Coyote edit so effortlessly? Like if his edits have legit zero delay. And well, my friend, it all happened on day number 3. I VOD reviewed Coyote's videos for 5 hours straight. I'm not even joking. I went through an entire playlist of every single live stream he has ever put out. And ladies and gentlemen, my final verdict is that Coyote has the Flixer style. Now you might be wondering to yourself, what is the Flixer style? Well, and it's actually easier than what you think it is. The Flixer style is a combination of the simplistic style and the minimalistic style, with the key cherry on top being flicking your wrists on every single crosshair placement edit you make. Now to give you a quick demonstration on what the Flixer style looks like, first let me show you what the previous styles have looked like. For example, simplistic style, literally not even moving the crosshair. Now, minimalistic style, very minimalistic, smooth but gets the job done. And this is the Flixer style. Now let's look at this clip in slow-mo. Look at how I flick my wrist so fast that it looked like I was editing on God's speed. But I only selected one tile, but I selected this tile faster than the simplistic style. This, my friend, is called the Flixer style. Simply flicking your wrist, using the simplistic style, but also with enough momentum to be counted as a minimalistic style in general. And I practiced this style for God knows how long. My wrists were tiring. I highly do not recommend you to do this, by the way, because your wrist will get worn out and it's not going to be fun. But if your wrist can take the hit, it is 100% worth it. But trust me, if I were you, I would use the minimalistic style or the simplistic style. The Flixer style is for someone that has crazy wrists and can take the pain. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed this video of crosshair placement and how to master it and how I mastered it in less than 3 days. And hopefully y'all take inspiration from this video and learn something new. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.